Valley Club, lots of tournaments going on in Raid Shadow Legends right now. Two of them are related to the Titan event. One is related to a summon pool. While all the rewards are great, unless you have a lot of energy, it's hard to get all of these rewards. So which one should you chase? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits and negatives of each one. And if you're ready for it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. And I hope you're chasing some of these events. There are some good rewards in these events right now, whether you're going for the Titan event, whether you're going for the Prism Crystal for this summon pool, or just saving all of your energy for the next events. We're going to talk about the benefits and negatives. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content every single week on this channel. All right, but let's jump into the game. We have 3 tournaments going on right now. I'm at level 66, so the points that you're going to see are related to level 66. I know on some of my alt accounts that are lower levels, the points for these items are a lot less, and some of the items are a little different based on your level, but based on my level, we have some Titan points at 1,750 points, 40 of those Titan points in this event. Also some other decent things like some gems. We have some of these Mortal Soul Stones in here, and then at the top of this, you having some Ancient Shards, you're having some Primal Quartz. So these, when you get 100 of these, it does equal a Primal Shard. You're getting different amounts for that as the top 3. So this is related to the Titan event. I think the big thing here is some of these Primal Quartz and then this Titan points at 1,750. That is for the Fire Knight turn attack. And then the normal scoring for that. Now we have also Kurosa's Conquest Tournament. This is also related to the Titan event. And if you're beating some of these higher stages, this could be a pretty energy efficient tournament for you. But if you're where I am, you might have to use a lot of energy to get this 1,700 points for those 50 Titan points for this. And the big thing here is these twisted horns that you can get. Also, you can get a lot of these twisted horns from the deck of fate that's going on right now. I think the big thing here, at least for me, is these Titan points there. And depending on how many Titan points you need, you may or may not want to chase this. But I think the one that really excites me the most is this Gear Ascension tournament, because at the top, 6,900 points, you get these Primal Quartz crystals, and that could lead to the summon pool. Now, if we go back out, as soon as this loads, we could X out this and then go into the summon pool, see what is in the summon pool right now. Some decent characters. The big headline champ, 2% chance for getting this with one of these Primal Crystals is Graco's Churndrake, a new champ this month. We also have a lot of these defensive champs here, like just a bunch of these other champs here. I don't have any of these legendary characters. Graco's Churndrake, like I said, is the big champ here. We have a lot of the epic champs, 94% chance to get one of these champs that we already have. There are a few champs that we don't have, but we do have a lot of these champs here. So it may or may not be worth it pushing for this Primal Quartz for you, but hopefully I could get this and make content on it, and we can make a good video on it. So that's what I'm pushing this for. I'm not sure if it's worth pushing for this if you're not a content creator. And I do want to remind you guys, there is a contest for a free PlayStation 5. All you need to do to enter is use the link to go to that Gleam page, download a fresh copy of Raid Shadow Legends, enter your player ID, and that is all you need to do. There's other ways that you get more tickets, like some secret codes that I'm doing some videos on this channel, but pretty much that's all you need to do to enter to win a free PlayStation 5. Now, if you don't want to go through the hassle of entering a Gleam contest and doing a few extra steps to potentially win a PlayStation 5, just want to get some legendaries, epic characters for a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account, use that QR code up there or the link in the description to start a brand new account. You will get 3 legendary characters, starting off with Karato Fox under 3 epic characters as well, starting off with Uugo, then Tagoar, then Fayne. Then you could, as soon as you get Karato in your account, you could use one of the codes that is on your screen right now to get another legendary character. My recommendation would be Tholan Valbeard, but all of these characters do have a lot of benefits in various areas of the game. And then starting in July, there's another legendary character to get for free. So lots of good stuff there. Make sure you enter that PlayStation contest. The drawing is going to be on July 8th. And yeah, it is only for US addresses, so enter all that stuff. Good luck on winning, but like I said, if you just want to get a brand new copy of Raid, use the QR code up there or download a fresh copy. All right, back into Summon Portal. After doing a little research in some of these characters, there are a few that stand out. Obviously, Grak was a Turn Drake, is a good champion. Wouldn't say he's a great champion. 4-star on hellhades.com instead of a 5, but really good champion. Let's go take a look at some of the other champs that are in this, some of the highlight champs that are in this legendary section. A lot of great epics as well, but let's go take a look at some of the legendary champs. So the first one that really stands out is this guy, Noct the Paralyzer. And if we check out the kit for Noct the Paralyzer, some of the areas that stands out in, really great in Dragon, really great for Ice Golem, and the Sand Devil, which I am kind of struggling with right now with the tournament that's going on. So maybe if we go all the way and we could pull this character from that Summon Pool, maybe it will make some of this Shogun Grove a little easier. Actually, the Sand Devil. Shogun Grove, we actually are doing pretty good. The Sand Devil is not very friendly. So Noct, pretty good character, and if we look at some of what stands out about his kit, he has a decreased accuracy debuff on his A1. He has a 75% chance, which goes up to 100% when it's fully booked, placing a sleep and 2 poison debuffs, and places 2 additional poison debuffs whenever a sleep debuff is placed by this skill. So lots of poison potential from this champ. Also places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except for this champ, except for 2 turns. Also places a 15% continuous heal on all allies, and the passive heals this champ by 3% of their max health, and all allies except this champ by 1% of the champ every time a poison debuff ticks on an enemy. So could be very strong, especially if you have someone that has a poison activator that you could pair with Noct the Paralyzer. Next champ that stood out was this guy, Bells the Reckoner from the Orc tribe, also 4-star on hellhades.com. Really stands out for the Dragon and the Hydra. We don't really have a Hydra team yet, so this could be pretty good for us. And as far as what stands out about his kit, the A1 has a 60% chance of placing a decreased defense, which is great. The A2 attacks 1 enemy, steals the buffs from the target, will repeat attack against all enemies if the target is under a leech debuff. So yeah, that could be a really strong one if you have a leech on there, and he does apply that leech on his A3. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing a block debuff and a leech debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Fills his chance turn meter by 5% for each debuff placed by this skill. So really strong looking champ, and helps with survivability, especially with that leech debuff, and can steal all the buffs from the enemies. All right, next character that stood out, Krokmar the Devourer, also 4-star on hellhades.com. Doesn't really stand out in any main area. Maybe wave content, but we do have a really good wave clearers. So I think this would be the least desirable of the 4-star champs that we looked at. But yeah, the A1 is attacks all enemies 1 time if the first attack is critical. So just make sure that you got the crit rate up. Attacks all enemies, place a shield debuff on this champ for 2 turns. So yeah, this could be really great for waves, but the A3 plays an increased crit chance and crit damage on all allies for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. Ooh, that's not that bad, but I think it does stand out for waves, the campaign waves, and is good for a lot of areas, but I'm not sure if it's better than some of the other champs that we have. And we have this guy, Snick Trank, also 4-star on hellhades.com, and stands out for Demon Lord Clan Boss, Hydra Waves, the Amonas, the Iron Twins, Scarab Kings. A lot of different areas that this character will stand out for. The A1 attacks 1 enemy, 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff. The target is under a leech, has a 100% chance of placing a decreased attack. So a lot of these have synergy with each other. The leech comes from the A2, attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Also places a shield debuff on all allies equal to 30% chance of this champ's max HP for 2 turns. The shield buff cannot be removed if it's placed when there are enemies under leech debuffs. Oh, it doesn't come from this. The leech, I guess, comes from the passive. As I'm reading this, whenever ally under a reflect damage buff is attacked, place a leech debuff on that attacker for 1 turn. So the ally protection or the reflect damage comes from the A3. So that is how you get the leech on there. 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champ for 2 turns. 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. So that is how you get that leech out there when they get attacked. So decent champ and really good stuff to push for in this, especially if you don't have a lot of these epic champs. But let's get back into the game and let's go back out to the Titan event to see what we have in store. So now I'm not going to be able to get the perfect soul, the 5-star perfect soul for Tholen Foulbeard, but in looking at this, I do kind of want to get this avatar. I know it doesn't make any difference in the game, but just from a visual cosmetic standpoint, I do want to chase for this. But I think what I'm chasing for right now is this 1,150 points for this primal shard. The rest of the stuff is good, but really what I'm chasing for is this perfect soul. If we can't get that, then just going to settle for the consolation prize. And I think for me, the consolation prize is going to be this primal shard. Let me know what you're pushing for. I think as long as you're getting that 3-star perfect soul for Tholen Foulbeard, this is a successful event. So that is what the tournament's leading into. More points for the Demon Slayer Titan event, or you could try to push for that summon pool. Let me know what you're gonna do. I think I'm still gonna try to push for that summon pool, and then maybe try to get that Demon Slayer Titan event for that avatar and that primal shard as well. Hopefully I could do all of it, but I think for me, I want to make a video and I want to get this portal, so I'm going to be pushing for the summon portal first, and then if we have some extra energy, then we'll go for the Demon Slayer Titan because we already have that perfect soul for Tholen Foulbeard. Let me know what you guys are gonna do. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, leave it a like. I will see you guys next time, and remember, enter that PlayStation 5 contest before July 8th. All you need to do is have a fresh copy of Braid. If you don't want to go through that hassle and just want to get those 3 legendaries, 3 epic characters, use that QR code or the link in the description. The links are exactly the same, so you can get the same exact stuff by using the link from Gleam or the link in the description there. I'll see you guys next time, though. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.